asking.
Yeah.
And so we'll get into that in a little bit, but I wanted to kind of touch briefly right off the bat on this issue of the COVID differential pay. And we have a woman on the line who is choosing to remain anonymous, but you're with the Grab and Go program, and I know that much I could say. And you got your check stub, ma'am, and can you just take us to the beginning? What were you expecting when you got your check stub, and what was the reality?
Well, with the policy is double pay, and I just want double pay. I really don't really care about differential. The governor can see for differential, but by policy and regulation, it's double pay. So I happen to get my check stub. I know that we get paid our regular pay every payday, but to go out and risk our lives for 15%, $1.52, and the others are staying home. I have nothing against that, but at the same time, we're risking our families' lives, but we want to also help feed the kids. So, I don't know.
Today's a GovGuam payday? I'm sorry, today's a GovGuam payday?
No, actually, it was given because we haven't gotten paid.
Right.
But if you see, we're only getting paid for the last two pay periods. And I believe we started Grab and Go on the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so,
were you guys told you were going to get double pay?
No, we were, but, as policy, when we do...
You knew that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a double pay, just like, with the typhoon situation. It's an emergency. That's policy.
Have you worked during a emergency before?
No, this is my first time.
I see. Okay.
Well, thank you for your service, ma'am.
Yeah.
First of all.
Thank you guys for putting us out there. You guys are really fighting for us too at the same time, as well as St. Augustine. I know he's really putting forward for that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the Guam Federation of Teachers?
Yes,
they're making the call for legal action. What are your thoughts on that?
Because she's putting out there that if she does the double pay, she's going to furlough. I'm one of the last come. That's how the government works. Last come in, first one out. So it's hard for me to decide. Do I want my name in there? Yes, of course. Are they going to use those names against us to furlough us? I don't know. Because we want our pay. I don't know if they're going to use our names against us.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
Yeah, retaliation.
So it's crazy. You're going to get that list of people who are working for the GovGuam out there, and then you're going to, you already said you're going to furlough. Are those names on that list are the first people you're going to furlough?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Have you brought this up to your director?
No, but what you guys are saying always reaches the governor, so I don't know how,
Okay. No,
What are your coworkers saying, ma'am? Because are they all under the impression that they're supposed to be getting the double pay? Because everybody is. Everybody. With GovGuam, it's like you guys weren't born yesterday. We've done this disaster thing. People expect it. So what was the reaction from your coworkers when they got their check stubs? And
a lot of them I know are pissed. Especially if we have family out here. We're trying to make ends meet. Most of us live paycheck to paycheck, and this extra income, because we're using our paycheck to just get our necessities to last us. This extra income can help pay bills that we're not paying right off the bat, too. And I mean, a lot of them are upset. Some of them probably don't have kids to support, or families to support, and it's a blessing. We're still getting paid, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel I'm risking my life and my family for $1.52. Are you serious? That's just my opinion to myself and my feelings.
No, you know what I don't like, ma'am? I don't like this when you get these government employees like you and you're calling in and you're trying to like apologize and say, no, I know we're still lucky to get paid. No, you're entitled to the double pay. It's what you're supposed to be paid when you work and risk your life during a public health or any type of emergency. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? And they're kind of, I feel like they're kind of putting you guys in the crossfire and saying, okay, if you guys want to get your double pay, we're going to have to furlough all these employees.
Yeah, and it's the list because GFT is going out there asking all GovGuam employees who are essential workers, is this the list they're going to use to start furloughing? Because we want to put our word out there that, you know, we're entitled to it because it's our policy.
Well, I mean, I don't think it would hurt to just give GFT a call, that phone number, and see what they have to say.
Maybe they could do like the church lawsuit and do initials.
Right?
What? I'm just... Yeah.
I mean,
just the fact, ma'am, that you fear retaliation is crazy. That's insane.
Exactly, because, you know, I understand, you know, I don't understand where the governor is coming from, but for her to put out her GovGuam employees out there and making them work for, well, in my hourly is $1.52. Some people work less than my hourly rate.
Right. But your rate is lower because it's a percentage of your pay, which if you just started working, I'm assuming is not as high as, let's say, for example, a sitting GovGuam agency director who's probably getting the same COVID differential pay that you are. Their percentage would be a lot higher because they're, for the most part, overpaid.
Exactly.
So what would your message be to the governor? Because I don't know if she realizes what people... It's almost like the local aid thing, you know? When we kept asking the governor, what are you going to do in the meantime? What are you going to do in the meantime? It's almost like she was getting mad. And the reason why we kept asking is because you guys kept asking. And I felt like maybe she doesn't know what the hell's going on out here. You know?
I feel like my message to the governor is I really feel like you want us GovGuam employees to go out there and help and help as a community so we can get through this together, but yet you're treating us like trash. Like $1.52. Are you serious? My 3 kids I come home to every day. I'm only going out to work for 5 hours at $1.52 an hour. While everybody else in the GovGuam that's told to stay home and getting paid, I should have just stayed home, but yet I have that heart because I want to help feed the kids, the families that, you know. I think we're doing our part in helping the community. I really do.
No, you definitely are. I mean, we've seen the lines over at Grab and
You guys are doing, I mean, honestly, you're doing more than the governor. You're working harder than the governor. I'm just going to say it. You are. I've been to the Grab and Go. It makes me want to cry when I see these people lining up because they don't have nowhere to go to get meals, and they're lining up for hours, and there's hundreds of vehicles.
Where does she not think that we deserve that double pay? Even if you want the differential pay, you know, I think these GovGuam employees would rather just keep their double pay, and you can keep your differential pay. Like, literally, you can keep that differential pay.
Mm-hmm.
It's heartbreaking to all GovGuam employees.
And I got to say, I don't think this is something that just happened during the COVID. You know, the governor has manipulated the classified employee system, you know, with Linda Uggan, with other people at Department of Administration. We've seen her transfer employees, and, you know, the thinking is that there's just this disregard for the merit system and for the classified system, which is supposed to, you know, protect employees like yourself.
Exactly. And they're like the Pack Star. You really have directors working in the Pack Star? Directors. You couldn't choose anyone.
I think it was more on a volunteer basis for
I
the
got
quarantine
some info on
facility.
that we're going to talk about.
But
in a
they're
little
getting
bit.
15% according to what, Carlo Branch?
Yeah, 15%
Well,
of
yeah,
80,000,
15%.
90,000 a year.
But compare that 90,000 a year to my 22,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
What are they getting? And it's not like we're not risking our lives because we still come in contact with the public.
You can make the same argument that the directors working at the quarantine facilities make, is that we've had somebody test positive at grab and go. You're out there interacting with, hundreds, thousands of people. It's the same deal at the court. I mean, what did John Jr. Calvo say? Similar exposure.
Yeah.
I want to know too what our superintendent is fighting for. Is he fighting for us? Is the board fighting for us to get this double pay, or they're just going to go along with what Lou said? It's heartbreaking. We do it for our students and the children for the schools. Doesn't even have to be our own school. And for those families, but you're not going to fight for us as we're risking our lives out there? It's heartbreaking. I'm just out of words, it's like, I don't know. My point is just $1.52. Are you serious?
Well, I think we got your point, ma'am. And we're gonna, we'll ask to get the soup. We'll ask, what the GDOE board is doing about this. There's a lot of federal money that's coming down, and some people seem to think that we can use it to pay these COVID-19 costs, because we wouldn't have had to do the grab and go and enlist all you guys if it wasn't for COVID-19. So I know with Robert Cost, they believe that the double pay would be covered under the CARES Act, $100 gajillion that we got, 100 million, 118 million. So we'll see.
What did you use that for? Obviously, it wasn't for the grab and go, because I believe Congressman St. Nicholas got GDOE's own funds for them and all public school, non-public schools.
Yeah, and it's a federal thing. Right. The grab and go is federal.
This $54 million, we just got that from $54 million goes to GDOE for CARES Act funding. And I think it's $41 million will go to GDOE, and then the remaining balance will go to the governor to decide how she's going to spend it on educational needs.
And coming from a GovGuam employee, I think the public should know too what we're feeling too. I mean, we're feeling the wrap too, really. I mean, $1.52, I just can't wrap it around my head.
Yeah.
And this is for 2 weeks?
It's only for 2 pay periods, 4 weeks. Yeah. And I believe it's already it's already the 6th to 7th week.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So just to be clear in our comments, we know you're getting your regular pay. The $1.52 is the COVID differential pay.
Yeah.
Right. Which, of course, you're arguing, and so are thousands of government employees arguing it shouldn't be 10, 15, 25%. It should be the double rate that you guys are expecting.
Exactly. And GovGuam, to my knowledge, when it's an emergency, that's a separate pay.
Yeah.
Because it's double pay.
Yeah, I don't know why they're looking at you like you got 3 heads, because everybody knows it. I mean, like, what government employee doesn't know what they're entitled to get when they work during an emergency? That's for a lot of people who need that extra money, that's probably a big part of why they want to go out and work during an emergency.
And it's sad because a lot of people were trying to conserve our money to get the necessities we need. We don't know how long this is going to go on. reality, we don't even know how long GovGuam is going to be paid on a regular basis. You know, so a lot of the necessities when it comes to households, and especially when you have children involved, you know, it really hurts. Even those that aren't under public assistance, they're probably hurting the most because they can't qualify for public assistance. So it sucks, you know. It really does suck. For $1.52, like, really, that's just beyond ridiculous.
Well, ma'am, I just want to let you know that to us here on Containing COVID, you are worth way more than an extra $1.52 an hour, and we would definitely want to congratulate you. I know, you know, telling you you're a COVID hero ain't going to make it easy for you to pay your bills, but just know that we appreciate and respect you for the work that you're doing, and we think that you should be treated with the same amount of respect from the administration.
Thank you. And if it's not to the other grab and go employees, you know, it wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give them a big thank you.
Well, God bless you, and God bless Guam.
You too.
Especially if they pay the double pay. Only God bless Guam if they pay the double pay. All right, well, keep listening because we're definitely going to be talking about this issue this morning. All right?
I will.
Okay,
right,
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. And that, wash your hands, by the way. That's what people are saying. They are pissed off at the governor. They're angry that the acting chief of staff had called in and said, no, it's not sustainable to pay it. They're angry that Ed Byrne was like, Rule 8.46
/C2
does not apply to you. All right, so hey, we're gonna take you back, man. It's gonna be a little bit of a flashback Friday.
Wait, let's give out that phone number.
Right.
Let me find it.
Yeah, what do you guys think of this double pay, man? You know, some people, private sector, is saying, oh, what about the private sector? Sure, that's a fair part of it, too. But what do you guys think about it? 637-0094. I also want to get into this perspective here. A different perspective that we're not really hearing about. What is it like for these GovGuam agency directors to be working in these Government of Guam quarantine and isolation facilities? Is it the sweet life, like so many of us think it is? Well, so many people, don't know which category I'm in yet. Or is it hard work that nobody wanted to do? We're going to go into that, and we're taking a little break here at 6:57. The KUAM News Takeover, Guam's favorite, Containing COVID. We're KUAM FM, Hagatni, Guam. Again, the number 637-0094. Good morning on you. It is Friday, the 8th day of May.
McDonald's keeping you informed. KUAM